And I'm going to, okay. So now we can start our conversation. It's so funny. We always want to start before we go live. So hi, Amira. And it's so nice to meet you. And you said that you moved from, was it Switzerland to Germany or the other way around?
Other way around. I just moved from Germany to Switzerland.
Cool.
In August last year. And, I find it pretty astonishing. Now, when I came back after a 4-day trip, I was giving classes in Germany. And it was really like, I'm home again. After that short time that we actually are living here in Switzerland. And it's still, well, it's home for me now. I love it.
That's so cool. I think it's so cool. All the countries in Europe, it's like, they're so different. It's very different than, United States, and you go from state to state. It's just, it's not as glamorous sounding.
Oh, but I mean, I remember, well, I was in the States some years ago, quite a lot of times, and it's such a variety of different landscapes and people also. It's different.
It's true.
We all are different, aren't we?
I guess so. I guess it's just what you're familiar with. And yes. So did you have something that you wanted to chat about today, or we can just randomly chat? I can't remember what you said in the email. We were starting to talk about how you just chose certified facilitator last year.
Yes.
Well, what made you want to choose that?
When I knew the boss, get known to the boss, excuse my English, it's not perfect, but okay.
You're great.
Everything that is pot and pork. I got my first bar session, and when I was laying there, it was like every cell was like shouting, "Hooray! What's going on here? We are live, back to life." And I said to myself, well, many more people do have to know this. So it was unavoidable to choose more and more and more. And after this tool and this new tool and all the changes that I realized and implemented into my life, that was it. I was hooked.
Yes. Oh, my phone is going crazy. I hear you. Yeah, it is amazing. And, even just dropping one question that's a true question, people are like, wait, what? What did you just say? Oh my God. It's like, wow. And I don't know, I'm kind of used to it by now. having been choosing Access for many, many years. And I forget how life-changing one simple question can be.
Yes, that's true. I mean, only to ask, how can it get any better than this?
And that was one of the questions I was sharing with somebody.
Yes.
It was like, have you heard that? And they're like, wait, what?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
And how can you say this now? Yeah, it's all happening now, and all these miserable things going on in the world. And I was like, yes, but it's not here. It's not now. Choose, keep choosing.
Yeah. And we don't know how it can get better, but by asking that, you're inviting in those possibilities. I remember one time I was going down one of the really steep hills in San Francisco. And behind me, a person, I don't know, she said she dropped her pen or something. So she wasn't looking, she was trying to get it. And she rammed into me, hit the back of my car. And my first thought was, fuck. And then I said, wait, how does it get any better than this? And so when we reported it to my insurance, they're like, how's your neck? I'm like, well, and they said, you should go, go get whatever and we'll take care of it. So I got a bunch of sessions from somebody, which was really great, and it was paid for. And then I got all this money for my car, but it didn't cost that much to get the trunk fixed. So with the excess money, I bought a laptop.
Wonderful.
I was like, how does it get better than this?
Yes. Amazing. Amazing. Things keep showing up from random places, right? So
Yes.
this is actually what I didn't expect when I started facilitating. That sometimes things don't go the way you want them to, and then you ask this question, and from a very far other side, all the positive things flow into your life, and this is so amazing. And maybe it was, I don't know, maybe it was like that before also, but I didn't realize it. I didn't acknowledge it that much. And I found out by acknowledging and seeing it, and not focusing, but putting your light on it and say, oh, wow, here it is. Wow, thank you.
Yeah.
Things keep showing up more frequently and more, just like that.
There are lots of people, though, that say it doesn't get better than this. And that's a phrase that's really common. And so they stop it, and they're not realizing that they're stopping it. And then there's trying to control everything into existence, which also blocks the magic. So learning how to be out of control, allow the universe to contribute greater than what you could control into existence, and asking the question, is this magical combination?
Yes, thank you for saying this, because I'm maybe the queen of control.
Control freak anonymous.
Yes.
It's like the interesting thing about anything that we think is wrong with us is that there's two sides to the coin. So there's being out of control, but then there's also being able and willing to control when it's necessary. So we have to have all of it.
Yes, that's true. But sometimes it's not so easy to find out these, I don't know the English word. Well, it's like if you walk on the top of the knife,
Yeah.
And
razor's edge.
Side,
yes.
How do you say?
Razor's edge.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So sometimes you're overacting or underdoing, and okay. How can it get any better than this?
Yeah, and what if it doesn't have to be perfect? Dane talks about the road to consciousness is like a meandering path.
Yes.
And this straight thing, it doesn't have to be linear.
Yeah.
We don't have to get it right, but we can choose what's light, and we can play.
Absolutely. Yes. And I wish we would learn this in school. I mean, this would be the subject. And what is possible here that we could implement more of this in our quote-unquote systems that we are using?
Absolutely. A while back, they tried creating access schools, and they did to a certain extent. And I don't know, maybe it wasn't the time, but I could see sometime in the future access schools coming to be? Because it seems like schools do the reverse, where they take the fun and the play and the magic out and to
Yes.
make you serious people.
Oh yes. Even alternative schools. My son is 18 now, and he is going to Montessori school. And I mean, they do a super job with the uniqueness of pupils and their special it's done in Spanish, their special
Aptitudes.
aptitudes. Yes.
Yeah, my kids went to Montessori also.
Oh, yeah.
You
So
get to go as far as you choose, or
yes,
as fast as you choose.
and as fast. Yeah. And it's amazing how kids develop. And but still there is this kind of box. Yeah. You need to have this exam then, for example. Yeah.
Right.
So
yeah.
Okay. But I know, not but, and and I know a lady, she is doing a great job in Northern Germany, Kaplan. She is going every Monday morning. She's going to school for the 6 to 10 years old, and she's giving bars to classes together with other women. They join, and this is a wonderful thing. Sometimes the teachers also join, and they are giving each other trading bars. Wonderful. So
that's amazing. I love that.
So
what would it take for that to happen all over the world in more and more places? Because you know, a little bit here, a little bit there, and I know it does grow. What would it take for it to grow faster?
Yeah, can't wait. Well, so
what is it that you do besides Access, and have you incorporated Access into that?
Yes, I have. I'm using the tools to make a quicker or not provide, make changes show up quicker. This is what is absolutely fascinating for me. I work as a mentor and coach business-wise, and I also work as a psychotherapist, which I don't like so much more to do, but sometimes I have got to do it. Right. And I mean, coaching and therapy work goes one in one sometimes. So when we use the Access tools, change is so much easier and quicker, and we don't have to go in this drama thing again. And yeah, this is what I really like. It's easy, as long as people want it and want to want to use them, really implement them in real life.
That's cool.
So, this is what I found out, and I played with it along maybe 2 years, and then I said, okay, I want to go the whole road now.
That's wonderful. I love hearing how different people find it and how they're using it. I was speaking with a friend last night, and they were asking, like, how would somebody find this if they didn't know it existed? And I said, well, you know, there's chiropractors who use it in that. There's parents who use it as parenting tools. There's, like, I wrote a book on how to move beyond a breakup, so people can find it that way. They can find it through pragmatic psychology. They can find it through body work. Like, there's so many fragments. And I said, it's also not been advertised. It is all word of mouth. There's
Yes.
no
Yes.
big campaign. Like nobody has heard of this through advertisement,
I mean,
which
if
is
you're
pretty
seeking,
incredible.
if you're seeking, and I have always been a seeker for something which is more joy and more ease. If you're seeking, you got to find it. And I mean, if we just keep energy pulling for all the seekers in the world, wow, what could be possible then?
Yeah. So true.
Imagine that.
Amazing. So how does it get better than this? And what else is possible?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So when are you coming to Europe?
Oh, well, I'm actually thinking of coming to the Talk to the Entities certified training to re-certify. I think that's in Paris in July. And I was looking at possibly doing a couple of classes myself afterwards. We
Great.
shall see.
Yes.
What are the possibilities of that just coming together with total ease?
Yes. Easy traveling.
Yeah. And so later this week is the Global Foundation in Mexico. So I'm flying there on Thursday.
Wonderful. Yes.
Are you
I'm
going?
online. Yes, I'm online, but too far away, too short time. And yeah, I'm wondering when the next CF training maybe is here in Europe. I think it's in May. I hope it's going to take part in person also.
Cool. So how are you finding your classes going? Are people showing up? Is there problems with lockdown and that kind of thing, or is it much easier now?
I mean, something changed here in Switzerland. They had yeah, it's possible now to meet again, which is good. I really like to give my foundation classes person to person with all the body processes and so on. So this is easier here. And well, I mean, some people prefer online classes, other don't like online classes. So there are so many points of view, and you just have to go with the flow.
Yeah.
How is this in the States?
It's strange. Yeah, I haven't had a whole lot of people in person, but the people who do show up are like really grateful, which is nice. I just did a foundation, was it last weekend or the weekend before? At time, you know. And it was amazing. Like it seems like every class we go to or facilitate is greater than the previous all the time. So it's this continual opening. And I created this kind of a cheat sheet for using the tools and debuted it at this foundation, and it was well received. And I was like, I'm going to see if Gary thinks it would be a contribution to just put it in the manual. And it may go into this next manual.
Wonderful.
Fingers crossed. Because he liked it. He was like, awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, this is wonderful. Yeah. It's like a sheet of paper and you can take it with you, or
yeah, I took a picture with my phone, and when you're stuck and you're like,
yes,
it's all laid out.
Wow.
On one page.
Wonderful. That's great. Oh my God, what a contribution. This is wonderful.
I'm a product person. I should be on Shark Tank, but it would be it's like the cheat sheet for consciousness. I don't know if people
Wonderful. Oh yes.
but and it really only makes sense once you've gone through the class.
Yeah.
So you know, to other people, they'd be like, what is this? But it's good if you've gone through the class, you'll know exactly what to do.
That's absolutely great. I was just talking to a girl that was attending my last foundation class, and she was struggling a little bit with her boyfriend because he said, well, you are changing so much and I can't feel you. And there are so many changes now after this 4-day class. And they had a little struggle together. And today she called me and said, hey, you know what? He now also wants to attend a foundation class.
Amazing.
Yes, this is really amazing because I was talking to another lady and I found out that some, well, if you have creationship or relationship, well, relationship more, then one of the partners always, or not always, but sometimes struggles when the other one is choosing access because yes, people change. And
yeah, you don't want them to be happier than you.
Yes.
Wait, you're happier than I am.
You're
Come
happy
back
to
here.
me.
Wait up.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I found this really a highlight because this is another sign that people really choose new things and opening up. And this is what I want to do for the world. You know, that we have it a little easier together and more fun. Just simply more fun together.
How does it get better than this?
Yeah.
Yep.
And she really was struggling with him. And this is such a, oh my, it's like climbing this mountain and now you have the whole view.
I love that. Yeah. And it seems like on this journey of consciousness, you're going to have so many climb, and then have this vista that's amazing and peaceful and greater than ever before. But then it's at a certain point, it's time to climb again. And it like goes over and over with this climbing and then
You're never there.
Yep. There's no there. You have to keep going.
Yes. And this is great. I mean, I love it.
It's true. I mean, everything's in cycles and it's so cool that there's always more to explore.
Yes.
Because how bored would we be with, okay, that's it? Really?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah. Oh, no. No. I was so bored in my life before I knew Access. I had my shops and everything was, I mean, I was bored since 2011. Since then I wanted to sell them, but my husband always said, no, we need the money and blah, 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 blah. And I said, okay, but no. And it took me till shortly before I knew Access, I knew that something new was going to come. I mean, don't you know this before? This.
Well, you're a futurist.
Yeah. So
some people are futurists and more than others. Yeah.
And then Access came, and the boss came, and how does it get any better than that?
Yeah, and it sounds like during the lockdown was when you were really diving into it all. And what a wonderful thing to do while you're on lockdown is listen to all those courses that you needed to get through.
Yes, and you had a lot of points of views to work on. Also, you never forget this because I mean, what was going on in Europe? I don't know if it was that severe in the States with all these lockdowns, and then a lot of panic making. And,
Yeah.
well, very, very pandemic, as Pam says.
We created our little oasis here. I have a sweet little backyard, and we would still go for walks and stuff, even though you're not supposed to.
Yeah. And well, but as you're saying, it was the perfect time for people to choose bigger, different, and more of themselves. And this is what I watched from the outside, that people were really making different choices. And well, as far as my little community is.
That's amazing. Yay.
That's wonderful.
I'm so glad that I had access to Access, and remember Dane's 14-day for $14, like that. It was just such a contribution, because when you're around people who, or at least connected to people, not necessarily around them, who aren't buying into the fear and the upset, it's so much easier to be space and to melt some of that anxiety that other people are experiencing and creating. So
yes, absolutely. That was such a gift. Yes.
Yeah. Well, we're coming to the end of our coffee time chat. Do you have anything coming up that you'd like to invite people to, or any last words you'd like to say?
Well, keep choosing. This is the only thing. Just never stop, never stop, never stop. It's way too much fun to be discovered out there. And yeah, just if you get it that another class maybe would be a contribution, just look which of the wonderful facilitators there are offering their space for you and their time, and you will know to whom you, or with whom you will have the most fun and the most change if you choose it. And yeah, keep going.
Beautiful. Thank you. Yes. Don't get in your head about it. Just choose.
Yeah, keep choosing. Yeah, just I mean, they pop up. Yeah. When you go to the exercise and or if you go into Facebook, and you will see them. You will just be open, and then you will find the right person for you now in this 10 seconds.
Awesome. So nice to chat with you. Thank you. And well, maybe I'll see you another time somewhere in the world.
Yes, maybe next week, Global Foundation. Maybe. I will say hi to you.
I'll try to wave. Maybe I'll be on camera, who knows?
Oh, wonderful.
Anyway, have a wonderful rest of your day, and thank you everybody for watching, and we'll see you next time on Coffee Talk.
Bye-bye.
Bye.